Based at Akma near to the Belgian border, Commando Nowotny was too close to Allied air bases to work up the new fighter free from interception. Allied fighters soon discovered that the 262 was at its most vulnerable when landing and taking off and bounced them. So protection flights of Me-109s and FW-190s had to be provided. Galland was visiting Akma to talk with Nowotny when the young commander and fighter ace was killed. On the 8th of December 1944, with Galland still at the base, he took off in his 262 to attack US bombers. With his aircraft having been hit, Nowotny tried to regain the base, but he was in an air battle with Mustangs with only one engine working. His 262 plunged out of the skies and dived vertically down to its destruction. As a darling of the propaganda department, he was given a state funeral, dead at the age of 24 with a total score of 258 victories, making him the 5th highest scoring fighter pilot of all time. His command was dissolved to become the new 262 unit JG7. Me-262s continued to operate through to war's end, and March 1945 was to see their most successful employment. On the 18th, 37 262s engaged 1,221 bombers, escorted by 632 fighters attacking Berlin. 12 bombers and 2 fighters were shot down by the jets, which used the R-4M rocket for the first time. On the last day of March, 262 shot down 14 Allied bombers and 2 fighters for no loss to themselves. In southern Germany, JG-44, the special 262 unit commanded by Adolf Galland, now sacked as Inspector General of Fighters, also engaged in combat flying out of Munich Rhine. Although a grand total of 1,200 262s had been accepted by the Luftwaffe, by early April, less than 200 had actually been allocated to units. In this extremely rare piece of film, an Me-262A-1A/U3 recce variant is seen just after its return to base from a photographic sortie. This particular aircraft belongs to Neyhoff-Clarensgruppe 6, which was originally designated Einsatz Kommando Braunegg and was serving in northern Italy in March 1945. A mere handful of this variant was built, the maximum number in service at any one time being 7, recorded on March the 31st, 1945. A window is incorporated in the pilot's floor so he could see what he was photographing, the nose cannon having been removed to fit a variety of camera options. Some pilots did opt to keep a single 30mm cannon alongside their cameras. The inbuilt armament of the 262 was the most formidable carried by any German fighter in the war. This comprised 4 30mm cannon mounted in the nose. In addition, 24 unguided R-4M rockets could be carried on underwing racks, adding a weight of fire of 53 pounds to that of the cannon. In an effort to equip the 262 with heavier firepower, a number were converted to test the mounting of 50mm cannon for anti-bomber work. 2 types of weapon of this caliber were employed in tests beginning in January 1945. This demonstrated that carriage and firing of the weapon produced no great problems with the handling of the jet in the air.